Explorers, it's Mystery here with you on another wonderful Sunday, and I am surrendering. In fact, this week is really all about surrendering. A surrenderance. Have you heard of that word before? Well, it's a very important part of turning cities upside down for Jesus. Yes. We're going to find out more about what that word means, how it relates to our journey as we continue to build up to Commitment Sunday, which also ties into surrendering and going above and beyond for God, right? Okay, so continuing on this journey, let's practice our chant. When I say upside down, y'all say for Jesus. Are you ready? Upside down for Jesus. Yes, upside down for Jesus. Yes, I'm so excited to be here with you on week 4 of our upside down journey as we build up to Commitment Sunday. It's coming and it is going to be big. That's a big Sunday. And bring your best as we give it back to God, okay? Yes. So this week, like I said, we are looking into what does it mean when we say we can trust God with our surrender. Okay, there's a special memory verse that I want us to look at and we can read together. It's Genesis 22:11. Look at your screen. We're going to read it together on the count of 3. Are you ready? That's good. So am I. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Genesis 22:11. But the angel of the Lord called out to him from heaven. He said, Abraham, Abraham. Here I am, Abraham replied. So the angel of the Lord called out, and Abraham replied. Someone calling out to you and you replying. Let's lock that in because it's something about when you're called and you respond. When you hear the Lord calling you and you are obedient and faithful to Him. Let's think about that because we're going to be talking about it as we continue within today. So that's our memory verse. And it's also making me wonder if you've ever had to give up something that was difficult. What would be difficult for you to give up? Well, maybe that's something that you use every single day. Maybe that's a person that you love to be around. Maybe that's something that you just love. What would be really, really hard for you to not have or for you to give up? What is that thing? And tell your neighbor what would be hard for you to give up. Tell your neighbor. Go ahead. Yes. Yes. You know, for me, what would be really hard to give up, if I were to be totally honest, my cell phone. I text on my cell phone, I call, I get on my social media, I do research on my cell phone, I check my email. And if I had to give that up, that would be really difficult. I don't know what I would do because I'm used to always having it around. Now, what if God told you to give that very thing that you just told your neighbor up? What if God said to you? Would that be very easy for you to do, or would that be very hard or somewhere in between? Because God doesn't want you to put anyone or anything above Him. So if He told you to give that up, would it be very hard? Like, yes, it would be hard. Or would it be not really, kind of neutral, not that hard, not that easy? Or would it be like, not hard at all? This is very easy. This is not hard. Show me with your thumb. Yes, it would be really hard to do. I'm kind of in the middle. Or, no, this would not be hard. I would do it. Let's see. Oh, interesting. I'm so excited to see this because Abraham had this very similar situation. And we're going to find out when we hear his story today, the next part of his story, because God is asking him to surrender something that he really loves or someone. Do you think he's going to say yes to God, or do you think he's going to say no to God? Who thinks yes, he's going to say yes to God even though it might be hard? Now, who thinks no, it's just going to be too hard if he has to surrender something he loves? I'm voting for no. Who are you? You voting for yes? Or you voting for no? Is Abraham going to say yes or no when God asked him to surrender? Okay, I'm curious too. So are you ready? I'm ready. Let's find out. Let's go.
Right, hey!
Sometime later, Abraham heard the voice of God saying, Abraham, take your son, your only son, Isaac. I know how much you love him, and that's why I'm asking you to do this thing that is so difficult. I want you to give Isaac back to me as an offering. Abraham said nothing. The God he knew would never want him to kill his own son. Abraham knew that he could decide not to trust God. He could say no, run around in fear, and try to hide. But he was determined from the beginning what to do. The next morning, Abraham woke up his son very early. Come, Isaac, let's go for a walk. Since Isaac was already a young man, Abraham had him carry the firewood. He told his son that they were going to offer a sacrifice to God. Abraham carried the knife. Sometimes Isaac had made offerings to God to thank him, but this time it was different. Something was missing. Papa, Isaac said to him, tell me, my son. I have the firewood. But where is the lamb that we will sacrifice as an offering? And Abraham answered, God will provide. When they arrived, Abraham built an altar. Then he told Isaac to get onto it.
Huh? Me?
Isaac looked at his father and could see in his father's eyes the love he felt for him. So Isaac decided to trust his father. Abraham stood next to Isaac, with the knife held high. Just as he was going to kill his son, an angel called him, Abraham! And Abraham stopped. Do not hurt the boy. You have already shown how much you trust God for everything, including to give him the life of Isaac, who is very special to you.
Blah, 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 blah.
Abraham looked back, and he saw a ram entangled in a bush. The angel called him again from heaven. Abraham, God says that because you trust him so much, he will make your descendants as great as the stars of heaven. All families of the world will be blessed because of you. Isaac and his father embraced. Both the father and son were very happy to be together.
Oh, talk about a plot twist. God really turned that situation around. Whew. Wow. What did you think about that part of Abraham and Isaac's story? What do you think? Who would like to share their thoughts on what just happened? Can you wave at me? Yeah. Who wants to share? Wow. Right. That was amazing. Abraham was faithful to God, and even though it was really hard for him to sacrifice his one and only son, he was going to do it anyways. That sounds familiar. Because God he sacrificed his own one and only son, Jesus Christ, for all of our lives. And that is a big part of why we are on the upside down journey anyway, to share the message of Jesus Christ, to turn the cities upside down for Jesus. It is not always easy to follow and stay faithful to God, but it will always be worth it. And God is always supposed to be first and most important, even when it's hard to do that sometimes. So let's keep this journey up. I am so proud of you. Give yourself a round of applause, everyone on the upside down journey. And don't forget to bring someone with you next time. And it's that time again, Titus is back. He is on this journey. He is with us, and he is ready to show us where he is. And he keeps getting closer and closer to the McGlynn School. Have y'all noticed that? I think that's interesting. But let's check him out. Let's roll the tape. Titus is so cool. It's so great. I love Titus. Let's give our friend Titus a round of applause. Yeah, go Titus. Go Titus. Go Titus. Go Titus. Yes, he is turning cities upside down for Jesus. He's doing it with us. Don't forget to add this week's part onto our map because Titus and you and me, we're all going upside down, turning cities upside down for yes, great job. So make sure you keep updating your map as we continue on this journey. And I am so excited to do this with you, to do it with Titus, and to really turn cities upside down for Jesus. Yes. Yes, that's awesome. And now it is time to continue into your next activity. Don't forget next week to bring some. Don't forget. I can't wait to see the person you bring next week. Okay? Okay, yes. All right, let's keep it going. I love you all, and I will see you next time.